favors checking in with you guys. And today has been a very interesting day. As you all get ready to come in, was just here studying. Y'all know what today is, but I made sure that I carved out a little time to share with you guys what took place today, okay? If you looked at my story, or when you get a chance to look at my story, and I put on there, this is not business as usual. And what I mean by that is this. I was on a meeting this afternoon. It was actually a Q&A session. And let me put my computer down real quick. And on this Q&A session, you all, it was about 271 people on there speaking to one of the company representatives, one of the people who actually work for this particular company. And we was giving him the business, okay? But they stood fast. They answered all of the questions, all of the SEC questions, all of the FTC questions, I believe that organization. Really spoke to us about what it was and the difference between securities and hedge funds and just the whole nine, you all. And I was reminded of something that I want to share with you all. I was reminded of this quote. We're in that age, right? By Mark Zuckerberg. Okay, and let me just read this to you real quick. It says, okay, my bad. Somebody sent me a text to the phone. Anyway, he said, the biggest risk is not taking any risk. In a world that's changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks. Did you all hear that? Listen to what Zuck said. Mark Boyd said. He said the biggest risk is not taking any risk at all. In a world that's changing really quickly, the only strategy that is guaranteed to fail is not taking risks at all. Now, guys, I need you all to understand something, man. That when you're talking about doing business and you're talking about doing something extraordinary, you have to be willing to risk the familiar. What does that mean? That means, okay, you in your own private little world, you in your little bubble, and everything is going good. But when you get to a point where you want to break through the ceiling and you want to grow, I teach my clients something like this, that a real goal, is something that stretches you and causes you to become more in tune and more aware of yourself, right? So if you got a goal and you already know how to do it, that's not really a big goal. That's just something that you want to just repeat or duplicate. So anyway, when it comes to taking risks, you all, avoiding risks, though it may seem safe for some of you anyway, especially for entrepreneurs and business people, you got to take them risks, because when you are here learning new things and you got a part of your company that is for innovation and you dedicated that, playing it safe, or avoiding risk can be safe, y'all, but at the end of the day, it can't be the most, well, let me say this. Playing it safe in some instances can be the most dangerous strategy in the long run, because it's the thing called evolution. So when you talk about playing it too safe, y'all, it could cause you to miss opportunities. It can cause you to become stagnant. It can cause you to develop the inability to adapt to new circumstances. And that's important for some of you all right now, because you've been looking at some of the things we've been doing. You've been following us long enough. You've been seeing, when the market changed, we take care of this business. When the market go give, we take care of that business. You all, I remember when COVID hit, I was telling people, hey, man, come on, I'm going to show y'all how to do it. We had already moved to Jacksonville in 2019, so we had already established the online Zoom. We was already doing that before 2021 here. We was already good. Because I was here, but I still had churches in Georgia and Nashville and Texas, still had that. But at the end of the day, you all, we had to take that risk, my wife and I, because we heard what God said. And here, some years later, you can see it was one of the best decisions that we made. But anyway, we had to take the risk. I don't know who this is for today, but your comeback is dependent upon you being able to step out of your place of comfort, to step out of that place, that familiar place, and to really take the risk. Now, you want to take an informed risk, all right? You don't just want to just jump out here willy-nilly, quit your job and be like, God say. Though he may say, God also say do things decent and in order. So you want to get your affairs in order, y'all, because here's the thing. In this changing world, The world, at least I believe, is constantly evolving. New technologies, new markets, new challenges emerge every day. So we got to keep in alignment with it. We got to keep up with it. So watch, in order to stay relevant and become successful, you have to be willing to risk it, but also embrace change. And in order to embrace change, you're going to have to learn how to deal with the risks. Now, once again, I believe in taking informed risks. So we do our research, we do our studies, right? And I started out by saying, if y'all didn't see my story, check it out. I was on the call today, a business call. It was 271 people on there on early Saturday morning. I'm talking about people from Bulgaria, man, Nigeria, Uganda, France. It was international call, all for this one business because people really seeing the writing on the wall. And once again, wanted to ask some of the things. So here was one of the questions I'll share that really impressed me. Okay, first of all, the gentleman is on a world tour and he was in Dubai. But here's the thing that really touched me, that caused me to want to share with you, because I share this same sentiment. He was like, somebody asked the question, why of all the companies and businesses that's been out here that's come and go, why did you all see fit to want to align yourself and register with the SEC? And he said, are we still in the process of registering or have we registered? His answer was, and I quote, Mr. Lee, he said, it was critical. Listen to the language. It was critical, you all, that we align ourselves and do our due diligence and register with the SEC because they are one of the most revered companies in the world when it comes to business etiquette and protocol instruction. They do not play. SEC will shut you down. And he said the reason because of this was that they are all about safety for their people. Guys, I said, wow, that's integrity. I said the same thing. I look for opportunities and ways to get involved with things that is good for those that I serve, right? And so that's when it came to me, because, you know, it's just a lot of things floating around, guys. You're going to see something and hear something bad on anything that you deal with, even you. You know, you trying your best to do good, but critics are going to critique. You got to learn how to build a bridge and get over that. But here's the thing. When it comes to failure, you all, in this fast-paced world, this fast-paced environment, the failure to take risks can lead to you falling behind. So if you never step out of your comfort zone, you never step out on faith, you may never achieve significant growth or the innovation to grow. And trust me, in this competitive world, the world is so competitive that I'm going to tell you right now, you do not want to fail because you didn't even give it a shot. Think about that. If I at least take a risk, I got at least a percentage-wise where I can at least achieve greatness. But if I never do anything at all, I know 100% I'll do nothing. I won't be able to achieve anything because I didn't take the risk. So this quote by Mark Zuckerberg, well, if you all don't know, you can do the research. I look at Zuckerberg because his model is good. I like what they were doing and what they still are doing. But how many of you all know in 2006, Yahoo actually offered $1 billion for Facebook, and he took a risk and turned it down? How many of you all, somebody come to you and say, hey, I got a way for you to generate 4 to 20 to 30% on your income, and it'll trade for you, and it'll work for you daily, and all you have to do is decide whether you're going to take funds out today or tomorrow, and it's backed by the SEC. How many of you all can see and recognize that that is a risk worth taking? You see, Zuckerberg knew that eventually his company, or he believed that it had potential in long term, right? So a lot of times, because we've been burnt so much and had rug pulled so often, we don't recognize when it's time to take another risk. So we allow things to happen and psych us out, and we miss these opportunities, guys. But today, I wanted to come and tell you all, I wanted to share with you all that the biggest risk is not taking any risk at all. So with that being said, you all, I guess that's your motivation for the day, man. I just wanted to share that. I'm getting ready for another call here at 8 o'clock tonight. And so we can talk about this thing in depth. If any of you all are interested in that, let me know. If you're interested in what we're doing, man, just say info and I'll send you some information. But if I have to align and have to take a risk on anything, a company that takes their time to do this up front to make sure that its participants are safe, then I'm willing to get out of my comfort zone to take a risk on that type of company. And again, once again, y'all know I'm a trader. So I risk stuff. I take a risk every day. I get in the markets and trade because you just never know. But I will say this, man. When you learn the patterns and you do your due diligence and you do research, then those informed risks can turn out better for you. Because at the end of the day, just like right now, the stock market is red. Things look a certain way, but I'm telling you now, if you're scared to take a risk, then you'll never be able to play in the space of stocks, options, and Forex, because when we got a saying, when there's blood on the streets, it's time to go shopping. Y'all like a good deal, you like a sale. Most of y'all, all of us are traders anyway, because you trading time for money, you giving dollar bills for some things that you want. And so that's a big old, and so there it is, right? But let that be a lesson to you. You buy low and sell high. As it relates to Forex, you buy when the market going up, you sell when it's going down. We make money on both sides. When the market goes down, you're supposed to make money just like the market go up, but many people don't know how to do that. So anyway, this video isn't about that. I wanted to share that piece with you all. The biggest risk is one that you never take, not taking a risk at all, y'all. Ponder on that, think about that, and really see what it is. And at the end of the day, y'all know your boy here. If you got any questions or whatever, just shoot them to me, man. And hey, man, remember this. If you want to be essential and you want to get essential results, you have to do essential things. And that's sometimes taking that risk. So Doc Favors here, man. I appreciate you all as always. We'll see you next time. How about that?